Everybody, and welcome to Facebook Live. It's Wednesday night. We are on a new series called Weight Loss Psychology, and yes, I'm very aware I don't have a voice, so I'll do the best I can. I'm just getting over what everybody else has had. No, it's not COVID. I just got a head cold. I only get sick when I don't give myself enough rest. So that tells you something right now. It's time for me to take a break. But I have a really important topic tonight. I really want to talk about the words that you use, because what you tell yourself and the words that you use can make or break what your goals are. And I'm going to give you some examples of that in just a second. But if you think about it, when you were a kid and your mom would say, wow, you're so messy. You were like, wow, yeah, I guess I am. So you have to be really careful what you tell yourself and the words that you use, because your subconscious actually believes them. And that's part of positive affirmations, is teaching yourself positive things or telling yourself that you are something that maybe you're not quite there yet, but you can become that. So it's kind of, you could be called self-fulfilling prophecy. So let's talk about that. Now, one of the things that I teach people early on is that you really shouldn't use the word can't. The problem with using the word can't is that, first of all, we don't like that word. If we're told we can't do something, we're like, you want to bet? I'm going to do it anyway, right? So, I don't say things like, I can't eat pizza, or I can't have sugar, or I can't have a candy bar. I say things like, I don't currently eat sugar right now, or I don't eat pizza, or I'm not in a position where I'm going to do that at the moment, because then it becomes my choice. And I've actually told myself that it's a choice right now. It's not because I can't, it's because I choose not to. So it's kind of like telling your kids that you can't afford something. It's not that you can't afford it, it's that right now you're choosing not to. Because let me tell you, if it's something that you really, really, really wanted to do, you would find a way, right? You would find a way to pay for whatever it is that thing is. You wouldn't say, I can't afford it. You would say, I'm going to find a way. So it really comes down to making sure that you're being honest with yourself and that you're telling yourself the right thing. So here's another example, and I use this with myself and my clients, because for me, what I call these things is super important to how my body reacts, or how my mental situation reacts to it. There is a huge difference between a cheat meal, a free meal, and a refeed, right? And so I make sure that when I call something what it is, I call it by what I really mean. Because if I mean a cheat meal, I really mean you can eat whatever the hell you want. It's a free-for-all, right? Thanksgiving to me is a cheat meal. I'm going to have whatever it is that I want. But that's not normally what I want to do. Normally, I mean I want a free meal, which means I want to have something above and beyond what my normal calories and macros are, right? But it means don't go crazy, right? So for me, a free meal might be sushi. I love sushi, right? And it's a little more macro friendly, a little more healthy, but it's not on my regular plan or what I choose to allow myself on a regular basis because of the sticky rice. It has a little bit of sugar, right? So free meal to me might be, a roll or two of sushi and a salad. Or, if you really want to have pizza with the kids, you might say, I'm going to have pizza, but I'm going to have 2 slices of pizza, a salad, and I'm going to call it good. The difference between that and a cheat meal is, the cheat meal would be the entire pizza, a half gallon of ice cream, all the chocolate that I've hidden in my closet somewhere, right? There's a big difference there, right? And they're meant to do totally different things. I don't use cheat meals on a regular basis because it technically puts us a little behind on what we're trying to accomplish when it comes to our health goals. Now, refeed is something completely different. I tend to primarily use that with athletes, right? It's because they become super depleted, they're not getting enough carbs, maybe they're working really hard to lean out for stage, and I need to refill them. I need to fill their glycogen stores in their muscle, and I need them to eat a good portion of carbs. Now, again, that's not a cheat meal, because that could be anything from sweet potatoes to rice. Again, those things are so different. I have to call them different things because I know that I'm going to treat it differently. I'm going to treat a cheat meal and a free meal completely differently, which is completely different than a refeed. And a refeed, for me at least, is a prescribed option. It's something I've already figured out in advance, and usually same thing with the free meal as well. So again, be careful what you tell yourself, because your subconscious and whatever it is that you grew up with, there's things that we grew up with. We see things through those rose-colored lenses, right? It's whatever we grew up with. Those are the things that we tend to look at differently than other people. So again, be careful what you tell yourself. It's just like telling yourself that you're a horrible person. First of all, don't do that. Don't do that. I don't even care who has told you that in your life. I've had people tell me that in my life. It's not okay, right? You're not a horrible person. You have to make sure that you treat yourself well and talk to yourself like you actually care. Sometimes we talk to our friends better than we talk to ourselves, right? So that's something that we need to work on. So be very, very careful what you say and what you put out into the universe, because of course, we will those things to happen. So, put the positives Put the positive affirmations out there. We'll talk about that again in the future, but those things are important because they really do help you to get what those things that you want in life. So hopefully that's helpful. I'm so sorry about my voice today. It's been fun all day I feel fine. I just can't talk. But this is a great topic. Weight loss psychology. It really comes down to, the things psychologically, mentally, and emotionally that help us to get where we're trying to go, because it's not just the physical. Those of us that have put ourselves through these things, we know that there's so much more to it, and we have to figure out the habit changes, how to not eat our feelings, all of those things that contribute to either bringing us closer to our goals or further away from our goals. So what did you think of this? By the way, if you're watching us on YouTube, don't forget to click the like button, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, in order to see everything that's coming up next. If you're seeing this on Facebook and you have a comment, leave a comment down below, or you can message me directly at Facebook Messenger. Have an incredible week, you guys. Have a good one.